Hi everyone, this is Sophia for Plekvetica. We are at Greenfield Festival 2023 and today I'm joined by Joel and Dan from the Amity Affliction. Hello! Hi! Thank you for taking your time tonight, for your show. Were you able to enjoy the surroundings a bit, like before the rain started?
Yeah, yep. We actually stopped on the side of the road, like an hour away, and all just ran into the lake.
Lots of swimming.
Yeah, just went for a swim. Yeah. So it was awesome. And then,
Do you usually get a lot of time around the shows, or is it pretty hectic?
yeah, we have so much time.
Yeah, that's half the job is trying to figure out what to do with your day.
Yeah. Every other time we've come here, I've just gone for like a 3-hour walk that way up the hill. And, yeah, it's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, you've been sort of residents here. You've been here many times before, right?
Yeah, we've been here. We came here as well for a day off years ago.
Yeah, we did. We played this festival 3 times. This is our third time at this festival. So, and lots of tours in between that just come through Switzerland anyway. So, lots of times. Never enough though. It's so nice here.
Okay, so last month you released your new album, Not Without My Ghost. Congratulations on that. So, can each of you explain which song is your favorite and why?
Which song is your favorite?
I'm gonna say Death in the Setting Sun. It keeps changing, but we got Andrew from Comeback Kid to sing on that, and personally I've been playing shows with him for like around the world in different bands in different areas for like, I'm gonna say close to 20 years. So to finally like get him to be singing on a band that I'm playing in is awesome. So that's like full circle moment, and the song, I just like it anyway. Yeah.
I think for me it's God Voice, but I think I just like Aaron's singing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song to listen to Aaron.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, when it comes to feedback to a newly released record or single, I assume you get a lot of different type of feedback, like not only from fans but also friends and family or media or colleagues in the field. Whose feedback do you value most?
I'm gonna throw our manager under the bus for this one because we don't send the album to our record label ever. They've asked for the last 4, and we've just said no flat out. But we do show our manager, and he said on this album, "I'm not hearing any singles from you guys," and we're like, all right, man.
He's our manager and he's our worst critic as well. But that's good. It keeps us like working hard, and I will always show my wife something that I'm happy with, but she doesn't listen to this kind of music really at all. She did when she was a teenager. So almost if she's like, I don't like it, that's a good thing. Okay. It kind of works. Like, so she's like, that's not for me. I don't like that. I'm like, well, maybe other people will like it then.
Yeah, that's a way to do it, of course. So I heard that you, Joel, you saw the title Not Without My Ghost at an art show first, and then it became...
Stole it.
You stole it, okay. You stole it from the art show, and then came the title of the song, and eventually the record. So it seems inspiration can be found in many places if you keep your eyes open. Can you tell any other incidences where you drew inspiration from something people wouldn't necessarily link to a song?
We have our phones with us all the time now, so I have the notes app with me permanently, and I kind of like always walk around. It's always in the back of my mind. We're always like sick, we finished recording in July of last year. It didn't come out till this year. We'll be recording again in the next 18 months or something. So it's like writing lyrics is not far from being at the forefront of my mind. So I kind of draw inspiration from everything. And then the way my notes app looks is just like random lines here and there. And then as we get closer to recording, they get filled out. Or on any particular day, if I see something that makes me feel a certain way, then I'll I'll just write then and there, and then Aaron gets like a sheet of lyrics like this long, and that's then I've already forgotten about it by then, so I'm not attached to anything. And then he picks out what he likes, and then that's sort of how it happens. But the title track got written in like 45 minutes or something, on the spot, because I kept saying I'd written that down, Not Without My Ghost, and I'd said to Aaron, I really want to use this in a song, but it hadn't been used at all. And then we were just talking about like needing a song like Not Without My Ghost, and we were in a house, and I went upstairs to my bedroom in the house that we were recording in and wrote it, sent it to Aaron, and Aaron pretty much word for word put it to the song that Dan had just written.
We didn't want to write, so I didn't want to write a softer song for the album. I just wanted it to be all heavy and fast. And I got to that song number 10, and then I'd write a song, and it would be like number 6, and then I go, no, not that. And then I'd try and write another fast, heavy one, and it would sound like number 3. And I go, I just can't find a 10th one. So eventually I went, okay, I'll do a soft song just for like ideas' sake. And as soon as we did it, it took like an hour for the music and like another 45 minutes to put the vocal on it. It just came together so well. So we all looked at each other. I guess we're going to have this soft song again. We can't really help it. It just came together so easily. Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Meant to be.
You can put it that way.
With your lyrical themes, once again, you have been a voice for many, many people who are going through similar things, which is a wonderful thing. I guess it's safe to say we're experiencing a mental health crisis, and surely the past years of pandemic didn't make things much better. In your opinion, what do you think does this world need right now?
A bit more compassion, I think. I think that would go a long way, but I don't. It's a deep question, and I'll end up getting deep into like no. I'll get into the politics of it. I just think, in a simple way, more compassion for each other would probably go a long way, you know. And even though the stigma around mental health has somewhat been taken away, it's not really, because someone who's struggling mentally doesn't look like they're going through anything. Like there's no cut, there's no broken arm, there's no cast, there's nothing you can see, you know. And oftentimes people say, oh, they just killed themselves out of the blue. And that's like, but then when you look back, it's not out of the blue at all, and there's all these signs and everything. So yeah, I just think compassion, because at the moment everyone seems to be like illogically paired to ideology that is sort of not in line with real world experience. You know what I mean?
I can't beat that. I agree. Yeah.
Thank you for answering. I read an article where the author stated something along the lines of, we are happy to report that the new album is a return to form. And in the same article, they named the Amity Affliction as one of the definitive metal bands of the last decade. So if this is the case, can being a figurehead to a certain genre be somewhat restricting when creating music?
I think it could be if you let it get to you, but we're not like that anymore. We've been doing it so long that we're not trying to jump on trends or anything. So we're just writing what we want to write, and if people say that that's something or other, that's what they think of it, and that's good. But we always say, like, if we weren't doing this, we'd be doing this in a garage somewhere. So it doesn't matter to us. We just write what we like, and, you know, obviously things are, you know, just because we've grown up in the scene, it ends up matching certain people's version of what they think we should be. But I think that's just because it's just what we do, and that's what. Yeah, everyone goes, you guys are that, and you go, well, yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, it's like when they say, oh, this song sounds like the other songs, and you're like, no shit,
yeah,
and like,
same band,
fucking like our band.
Yeah,
they sound like our band.
Right, we want to listen to it. Like, we're always striving to sound like better version of that, but I don't think it's never trying to sound like another band, or, you know.
I walked in the other day and Dan was just sitting at his computer that he uses to write. He was like, I need the next one to be better. It's like, it's just sitting
It's
there.
got to be better, but I have to say these
thinking.
things. Yeah, I have to say these things out loud. It has to be better, and then I go, well, now it has to, because I've said it. So
Well, speaking of better, the new album in the same article is said to be your best album yet. And I mean, I haven't read many bands stating like, well, Muggle Up, our second best album is on the way. If this, looking back for you, do you remember always thinking, now, this is the best one when you released a new record?
The only one I remember not thinking that about is This Could Be Heartbreak.
yeah,
I remember thinking, we put out Let the Ocean Take Me, and it was just good, and we were like, fuck.
yeah.
And that was This Could Be Heartbreak, but
It was the same producer and the same system, and we just did the same thing again, and it wasn't. It was good.
Yeah.
It did the job, but it was kind of felt like songs that should have been on the album beforehand that weren't as good. So I don't know. Just dropped the ball on that one. And
that's the only one. Everything else I've been Misery. I thought when we were finished and I heard it finished, I was like, this is gonna maybe not do very well when it comes out, and then it'll grow on people, and it's done exactly that.
Yeah.
Like, people complained about it, and we were like, it's good, and now they all love it.
Yeah, so I think it'd be strange if we, like you said, if you were putting out stuff that you didn't think was the best stuff yet, because then you just wouldn't put it out. You just scrap it and do something else. Yeah, I just wouldn't put something out that I didn't fully stand behind. And I think we had 3 good songs on even that album that I wasn't too sure about. So yeah, that was enough. Yeah. And we still play one of them. We still play I Bring the Weather With Me.
Yeah.
So
It's good. It's
just a test of time.
It's good. It's just not
as good as the one
as
before.
good. I think we rushed it. We're like obsessed with this cycle of
2 years.
recording. 2 years. Yeah. We're not stuck there.
But do you feel the pressure to put out stuff regularly?
The only time I would say I felt pressure would be during COVID,
Yeah.
because we I don't know. I saw a lot of the live things that bands were doing online. I don't know. I personally was not really a fan
No.
of that, and
There always is a pressure to people want to hear new stuff because like the attention span is getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
For me too, but I don't know. You've got to kind of fight against it mentally in your own brain. Like, no, they don't need to do that yet. We need to do it when we need to do it. And that could be 3 years. It could be 2 years. It could be 1 year. So whenever it happens because it's got to be organic. Otherwise, it's just forced and it doesn't work.
yeah. I don't feel forced anymore for output. We do have like a rough schedule of how our years are planned out, but it's rough.
No pressure. But pressure is a good thing sometimes as well.
It's a delicate line, right?
Yeah.
So it can be too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This year marks 20 years of the Amity Affliction. If you don't mind, I would love to know what your initial reasons were to make music and put it out there for people to listen to back in the days in 2003, and if they have changed in the meantime, like if you have a different approach nowadays.
So Aaron, who isn't here, is the one that started the band with 3 other guys, and it was like a mix of 2 bands who both shared this one member, Snowy, who died in a car accident. And so the 2 bands came together after he died, just as like a tribute to their friend or whatever. And I think Aaron always kind of wanted to do this from when he was young. He like got a guitar instead of a dirt bike one year when he was a kid, and then he told his parents not long after, "I'm going to be a rock star." Which sounds like really like
When you're a little kid,
egotistical, but like he's just that kind of person. He's like, I'm going to do this, and
it's like when you're a kid, I'm going to be a fighter pilot or something.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
have these dreams as a child, and
Yeah.
turns out he ended up doing that.
yeah, but he didn't. And initially we honestly only started touring because we discovered you could get free alcohol. And we were like, whoa, that's crazy. And so we were like touring Australia non-stop just playing shitty pubs. We've played so many shows to like 5 people, 10 people, shows we don't remember, like shows in places in Australia that I don't even think anyone's been to since we went there, like Loxton in South Australia. And yeah, I think like over the years the motivation has always been like to create something, and then you run out of steam with what you've created and you want something new, so you just want to keep playing new songs and doing, I don't know,
The music's a vessel for having a life.
I don't know,
really, like if you write this music you get to go and do this thing that we all love doing. At times we don't, but most of the times
gives you purpose.
Yeah, we're out there doing something we love, and if we write more music, we get to keep doing that. So, pretty simple equation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just like during COVID, I really felt at times like I had no purpose. So, doing this is definitely like something that gives you purpose, which is good.
Yeah.
And then we've been doing it for so long that when we were forced to stop, I think when we were forced to stop, we kind of needed to break, and I was feeling a little bit burnt out. And after like 3 months, I was like, well, I don't know myself without doing this thing. Yeah.
There'll come a day where we do go back to just not doing this. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just do something else. But for now, now it's all good.
I want to think about that.
But do you have any other forms of creative output, or to find a meaning, value?
Yeah, I mean, that's not creative, but being a dad is like,
having a purpose.
That changed everything. Definitely changed how I view the world. Stopped really caring about me.
Yeah.
I was like, it's all for him now. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I paint, I draw, I take photos. I do a little bit of everything. So
I don't have anything else creative I do. This is what I do. And like I said, if I wasn't doing it for the band, I'd still be doing it. It's my career. Because it's a hobby. I started off doing music. I was playing sport. I was really into sport. And my hobby was music. And then eventually sport fell away and my hobby became my job. So it doesn't mean that it's not my hobby anymore. It's just my job as well. So when it's not my job, it'll just be my hobby again. Yeah.
So even if no one would listen, you would still do music?
I'll still listen to it. I'll just listen to my own songs. They can be horrible.
you probably make songs with Jasper.
Yeah, maybe. Do it with my son, get him to play drums.
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much for taking your time for your show. I wish you a wonderful show, beautiful scenery. Here we are, right?
Amazing.
Yeah, right. And also thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the Amity Affliction, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.